You want your website to produce more leads, more customers, more sales. And so in order to do that, you need to avoid this really common mistake. And this is a mistake in your website copy, your website writing, your messaging, your marketing materials. You want to avoid using the word we to describe yourself, your team. So in your writing, you want to avoid using the word we. And so how do you do that? That seems kind of like hard to do. And the motivation behind this comes from two different directions. It doesn't matter what size your company is. So a lot of freelancers who are individuals, they maybe work with consultants through their agency, but basically the company is just them. And so a lot of freelancers will attempt to make their company look larger or kind of give the perception of the company being a team of people. And so they will use the word we instead of leaning into their personal brand, themselves as an individual. Larger companies, maybe family-owned businesses, a partnership, or just a company with plenty of employees, they see themselves as at a disadvantage, and they actually look at the individual who's able to have a personal brand with envy, right? Because that's really an advantage. So larger corporations, they kind of feel trapped in having to use the word we in their web copy and in their messaging in terms of how they provide their services to their prospects, customers, clients. And so they feel trapped there. And so I have a solution for that. But you might be surprised to hear that about corporations. I'm saying corporations, but I mean companies, right? That are larger than the individual freelancer. And so the way they try to overcome that barrier of a personal brand is by creating personas in their messaging in order to bring the relationship with the consumer down to an individual persona. And so examples of that are with insurance companies. We see it all the time. They have mascots, they have characters. And so I'm talking about Flo with Progressive Insurance, the Gecko, the Duck with Aflac. And so those people and characters come to mind and we associate them with those brands. So, and that's intentionally done to kind of bring the relationship down to this one-on-one level. And that builds a sense of trust and security. So that's a larger company's effort to become a personal brand. So what do you do? So instead of how do you accomplish this? So you realize, okay, I need to lean into my personal brand if you are an individual. But if you're like me and you have employees, and maybe you're not working on the front line, so you can't really talk about, I can't really talk about, I'm going to do this for you, then the language you want to switch over to is me. So it's a version, it's either my team and I or me and my team. So whatever is going to work grammatically in the sentence that you're writing. And so you want to extend it into that. So my team and I will meet with you first for XYZ. So use that language wherever you can in your messaging, wherever possible. Avoid using the word we. It's too generic. So that's just one tip on how to increase your sales and increase your leads through your website. And I have more to share on this topic. This topic is essentially called conversion optimization on your website. So this is my YouTube channel. Subscribe if you'd like to hear more information on WordPress, search engine optimization, and how to make more sales through your website, get more leads through your website. I have lots to share. I've owned my agency since 2012, so I've been doing this for a little while, and I have a lot of information to share with you that I wish I knew 10 years ago. All right, stick with me. Together, we'll figure out WordPress and SEO.